Wait a minute, did Buzzfeed seriously just give Gabbie Hanna a platform to spread even more lies on? What's up guys, today we're talking about Trisha Paytas going off on Gabbie Hanna and Buzzfeed for releasing a pretty inaccurate article. It's a mess, so let's get into it.
Exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
Before we get into the tea, I have to expose today's sponsor, Adam & Eve. Adam & Eve is an online adult store, and they've given me a discount code for you guys over the age of 18 to use. Just head over to adameve.com, and once you're done shopping, you're going to want to use the code SPILL. Code SPILL is going to get you guys 50% off of one item in your cart and free shipping to the US and Canada. A few perks of shopping with Adam & Eve is you get 24/7 customer support, 90-day hassle-free returns. Not only that, but Adam & Eve also donates 20% of their profit to fight the spread of HIV. So that's code SPILL for 50% off of one item in your cart. Some exclusions do apply, and free shipping to the US and Canada. Thank you Adam & Eve for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to use code SPILL, and let's get into the tea. So at this point, I don't really think we need to go over the history of Gabbie and Trisha. We all know they don't get along despite trying to make amends earlier this year. Trisha has Gabbie blocked on all social media, so things have been pretty quiet and drama-free between them. Until this past weekend, Buzzfeed dropped an article titled, "Why is everyone so mad at Gabbie Hanna?" And it caused a mess online. The journalist behind this article actually went over to Gabbie Hanna's house and got to sit down and talk to her and her publicist. The journalist actually said at no point during their conversations was Gabbie allowed to be alone with her. The article talks about Gabbie's rise and fall on YouTube, as well as all the drama that she's gotten herself into over the years. They talked about everything from her scam dropshipping makeup brushes to her online breakdowns over bad poetry reviews. Then we got to the stuff that people are having major issues with. The article reads, "Imagine you had a friend 6 years ago who to this day is contacting your employers, contacting everyone you know, and trying to ruin your reputation. She told me, referring in part to Trisha Paytas. I lost sponsors, I lost a record deal, I lost my friends." Hanna estimates that between 2019 and 2020, she lost between 5 million and 10 million in revenue between AdSense bucks, sponsorship deals, and a record label contract with a company she declined to name. So my takeaway from that is apparently Trisha is the friend from 6 years ago, calling people and making Gabbie lose sponsorships and money. Well, Trisha Paytas saw that and they went off, denying everything Gabbie and the journalists were saying. Trisha tweeted, "The fact that Buzzfeed didn't fact check? Once again, me and Gabbie were never friends. Gabbie has said this herself. And what sponsors did she lose? Gabbie is beyond delusional. I never called any companies. I made a video years ago so she would leave me alone." The scariest part is, the same author of this article came to interview me for an article. I asked her not to connect me to Gabbie in any way. Gabbie is a very dangerous person online. She harasses people to no end. She declined to name the record deal she lost because there wasn't one. Even seeing my name in there triggers me to no end. I can't believe they couldn't fact check the most basic things. Gabbie blames me for people not liking her because she wants to be connected to me in some way so bad. I love talking about internet drama, but I refuse to ever talk about her on any other platform because her obsession with me is so scary and out of control. I'm triggered right now. I've asked her to leave me alone. I asked the Buzzfeed article not to mention her or me in the same articles. It just puts gas on the flame that is Gabbie's obsession with me. If you've been following the drama with Gabbie recently, you'll know Trisha has been very vocal about how they feel about Gabbie. Trisha blocked Gabbie on all social media accounts, and they've been trying their very best to just completely ignore her. Of course, if Gabbie tells a huge media outlet like Buzzfeed that Trisha has called her sponsorships, Trisha is going to feel obligated to respond and clear her name of that huge claim. Which makes me wonder if that was the plan all along. They continued, "Gabbie wants me to keep mentioning her so desperately. And I'm only tweeting this now because shame on Buzzfeed for not fact-checking. I'm deeply worried to be connected to her once again by having my article published by a very non-credible site by the same author. It's sick, 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 and I don't know how else to make this clear. Gabbie does scare me. She's really unwell. And this just condones her obsessive behavior. I asked her to stop, the author not to mention me. I don't know what else to do. Trisha also posted the emails they sent to the journalist, who also interviewed Gabbie. Trisha made it very known that they didn't want to be associated with Gabbie or even mentioned in the article with her. Trisha explained how much stress Gabbie has caused them over the past few months, and even though people think, oh, it's just trolling, the trolling hurt Trisha and their friends, and they don't want to add any more fuel to that fire. Trisha specifically said, again, if you choose to give her a voice, that's up to you. But for my own personal health/peace of mind, I asked not to be mentioned in any piece about her, and definitely not to have her anywhere near my name. I hope you can understand this and please respect this. The crazy thing is, the journalist actually responded and agreed not to mention Trisha and Gabbie in the same article. The author responded and said, to protect my mental health, they would respect my wishes of not being associated with Gabbie and asked if they could just say I declined to comment. This is a fact check right here. Clearly BuzzFeed isn't true to their word. So now Trisha wants them not to run their article that they came out to interview Trisha for. They tweeted, I'm pleading for BuzzFeed not to run my article. I've had such a bad taste in my mouth and I don't want to be associated with this in any way. I cannot trust them. All I'm asking further is to not publish my article. I don't care if it has no mention of Gabbie. I don't want this. After Trisha went off about the article and how full of lies it was, guess what Gabbie did? She shared the article like nothing was wrong. Honestly, I'm not really sure why she even shared the article because in my opinion, it doesn't even make her look good. The journalist started off the article by claiming no one greeted her at the door, she was shouted at to come inside, and had to walk through Gabbie's mansion trying to find where everyone was. I'm sorry, that is so awkward. Like going to someone's house for the first time is awkward enough, but then you're left to play Where's Gabbie? No thanks. Gabbie also put the journalist on the spot as soon as she walked through the door and asked her one of those horrible icebreakers that we all dread. She asked what her most embarrassing moment was, and the journalist said, I mean, come on, buy a girl a drink first. So far, the reactions to this article aren't good, like at all. This is literally full of lies and misinformation. Blaming Trisha for your problems is not the move. I also love how the title is, Why is everyone mad at Gabbie Hanna? When it should really be, why is Gabbie Hanna mad at everyone? We've seen this same pattern so many times. Gabbie's living her life drama-free, she has a book or new song coming out, she starts drama leading up to the release, hurts a lot of people, and then drops whatever it is that she was trying to promote. It's literally like middle school drama, and everyone is so sick of it. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button because it really does help my channel, and I'll see you next time.